If you go down to the woods tonight, you're bound for a big surprise. A tornado that can talk to you and everything makes you die.
Alright, welcome to the Alan Wake review, ya fart-popping pimple snorters. Now then, Alan Wake was originally released... Oh, for fuck's sake, can you be any more stiff? Ya fucking prick. Came out in 2010 for the Xbox 360, right? A lot of back and forth with this one. Meant to be open world at one point, meant to be episodical at one point. That's why you've got wee episode bits before and after thingies when you finish a level. Oh, previously on Alan Wake, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? This isn't an episode of the game. But it was gonna be. And then they went, nah, fuck that guy. And I was very, very, very happy. And this is a kind of game where you use light to fight. Kinda like Doom 3, only a bit more literal. You'll have a flashlight, and if you put it on an enemy, it'll sort of, they'll bubble, and the wee shadow thing that's covered them will eventually disappear, and then it'll allow you to murder them. I don't actually think this is a horror game. I just think this is a game about a writer that's murdered his wife and went fucking mental and is just running through these woods on a killing spree. Anybody he can find, he's shooting and killing. You get fucking flare guns, which acts like a rocket launcher because it's all light-based weaponry. It's kind of funny because when you hit the enemies with this thing, they just bounce out of the fucking place. I love that shit. I just eat that shit up. And then you've got shotgun, pistol. You've got thermoses to pick up. I feel like fucking Dwayne Dibley. Dwayne Dibley! Goddamn! I can open beer bottles with my overbite! Wee Red Dwarf reference in there for all the Red Dwarf lovers out there. So most of the game will be spent in the dark with a light. Kinda like Doom 3. And I know I've said that already, but I'm going to say it again. And now, here I'm going to say it again. Are you ready? Kinda like Doom 3, only more fun. Admittedly a lot more fun. You've got manuscript pages to find as well. So your wife's gone missing, right? And then it's like, well, I think Alan Wake did it. Quite personally, I think he's just went fucking off his rocker. There's a lot of fucking Silent Hill vibage about this, and when you're walking through the forest and you just see all that mist come in, it's fucking great, man. It's even better than this when they've redrawn everything. I'm like, just fucking excited, and I'm like, I'm on edge because I'm in a dark forest. So if you don't like dark forests, or if you don't like the thought of being in a dark forest, this game might not be for you. Play it anyway, you pussy. So the game does actually look like Max Payne in a lot of ways. Well, it's the same folk that made it, so it's going to have that sort of resemblance. Don't think there's that same amount of resemblance in Control, and these universes are joined, because Alan Wake appears in the second Control DLC, and I highly recommend you play that game as well. It is wonderful. It's also got a bit of a Twin Peaks vibe about it, because it's kind of weird, kind of trippy. So you turn up to this wee seaside town, or lakeside town, or just wee town in America to go for a wee holiday, and it actually turns out that your wife's kind of like blindsided you and giving you a typewriter, because if you're going to write your next magnum opus, you prick, because I'm running out of spending money. Well, just doesn't say that, but you know, it's all done for the betterment of you, Alan. Fuck you, you just want more money. Fine, fair enough. So he goes off in a fucking rage, runs out the wee cabin, and then his wife screams and she's gone. He jumps into the water below, and turns out he's actually been in a car accident, and you're like, okay, that's fine. So he's gone off his fucking nut. Then you have to hike to a petrol station, gas station. And then you'll find a copper, and she's like, and you're like, I didn't understand a word of that either, so we'll just try that one again. Get on the ground, you fucking cheese thief. Don't know why it's a cheese thief, it just is, it's a cheese thief, right? But he's a horror writer like Stephen King, and now I'm getting fucking smacks of fucking in the mouth of madness about this, where the author goes missing, and it's an investigator searching him, and he's fucking involved in all kinds of trippy shit. Great movie, get a fucking watch. I will say one thing about Alan Wake, it's kind of tough. I was getting a doing left and fucking right, because the enemies can come at you through the night of the forest, and you don't necessarily always see them. And then you're focusing your wee fucking torch on somebody, and then somebody's come up behind you and smacked you on the back of the head and killed you, and you're like, oh, fucking rats. Your life seems to regenerate though right enough, because there's no health packs that I can see. So it's hard, but it's not impossibly hard. but there is a few moments you're like, fuck's sake. There's a bit where you lose your gun as well, and you have to follow this prick about, and he's shooting you, and Alan's like, here's a fucking gun, because you're hopeless, you prick. And the whole time that's happening, you're fucking throwing down flares to distract these pricks. And then you get to a wee fucking part, it's like a sort of a bit in the forest where it's like a platform, and you have to defend against waves of enemies, and I just getting my ass kicked, and I'm like, fucking hell, man. But I'm really enjoying the experience, and I think everyone should buy this game and enjoy the experience, because I would really like a sequel. I'd like to see Control continue. I'm pretty sure it will, because it sold really well. I'd like to see this continue. I don't know why Alan Wake never caught on the first time it was released. It's probably because it was a lot of to and fro, and no one really knew what it was going to be. It was like, oh, it's going to be this open world game, you're fighting against this evil cult, or it's going to be this episodic game, and it turned out to be none of those things. It was just a sort of basic horror shooter, and I think folk were just like, don't know what this is, and sort of gave it the miss. But now we all know what Alan Wake is, so hopefully this time around it should sell a bit better, and it's on everything you can fucking think of, so give it a bash. It's not even all that expensive, it's $24.99 brand new out the box, so I think it's well worth that, well worth a purchase, and I'm recommending it to you right here, right now, you know, in my only way I can, my Scottishness, whatever that means. Right, cheers for listening to my pish once again, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that might be. Good night.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.